Now, let me give you a true story. In 1992, I ran for city council, so did Mr. Weaver. In 1992, we both lost. Mr. Weaver got over 4,000 votes. I got 2,200 votes. Do you know the number of Armenians who actually voted in that election in 1992? 800. In 1994, 800. 1996, 800. Didn't change until Rafi Manoukian ran in 1999 and went out there and registered 5,000 Armenian voters to vote. And the number changed. The landscape changed. And majority of people who voted for me who were non-Armenian, do you know what they specifically told me? Gee, why is it that there is 50,000 Armenians that live in this city and they do not participate? Why can't you be a part of Americana? Why can't you be part of this country? Why don't you participate? In 1999, they did participate. And Rafi Manoukian got elected. And after that, I got elected. 2 years later than that, Mr. Najarian gets elected. I'll be very honest with you. Some of the same very people, I don't want to use name, that came to me and said, why don't you participate? They're upset that we are participating. That's the real truth behind all of these things. It's about the participation. 12,500 Americans live in this city that are Korean nationality. Okay? 36,000 are Hispanics that live here. 11,000 Filipinos that live in here. Okay? Over 75,000, if not 80,000 Armenians live in here. They are all part of this community. It is wrong for any government, I don't care who it is, where it is, which state it is, for us to do anything to keep them from trying to participate. And let me tell you, City of Los Angeles, yes, I bet you go back and you look when that ordinance was enacted, you will find out it was enacted so they could keep a certain groups from voting. I bet you anything. You go back, they're not happy the Hispanics are voting. We don't want them. That's what it is. And this is what disgusts me about this whole thing. A lot of people come under the auspices of, we're trying to make this fair, we are trying to have more accountability, but in the meantime, take hundreds of thousands of dollars from the very same people that say they are not honest citizens. Tens, if not hundreds of thousands of people. I have all their number. We'll talk about it next item. And tell them that they are part of this community. They love them. They understand their pain. And then they come back and try to do this. I watch History Channel a lot. Let me tell you, we as Armenians, it's nothing new. What we're getting to deal with today is nothing compared to what the Irish had to deal with. And after Irish got to where they got, then they inflicted the same things that they had to deal with to the Italians. When the Italians got in the right place, when the Germans came in, then they stuck it to the Germans. And you know what? They did the same thing to the Jews. There was a fantastic program on PBS about the Jewish immigrants who came here, opened up banks and became very wealthy citizens. And all of a sudden, all the people in New York said, who are these people who have all this money? We don't want them. I don't care if they have a lot of money. They wouldn't let them into hotels. They pushed them into East Side.
Absentee.
Isn't that what's happening to us? We're doing the same thing. We keep repeating the same mistakes over and over. It's just a different group. Armenians will be gone tomorrow. They'll be probably replaced by Koreans. They'll be gone. There'll be Vietnamese that will come. And this is what's going to happen. But in my mind, we have a law. It's a state law. it's good enough for almost all the cities in the state of California, with the exception of one. You know what? I think it should be good enough for us. So now we're considered, in the rest of the state, the crazy city with a crazy tree ordinance. Now we'll be looked upon as the city who is against free choice and freedom of speech and free elections. Wow. We'll be unique, all right?
Thank you.
That's why I don't want it.
Thank you, Mr. Yousefian.